Wisal, have you shared Unit 7 with the others?
Yes.
Yes. And I guess Sam Beaver belongs to your section, right? He is from ACAD.
Yes.
Great. So you can find it. Great, thank you so much. All right, just a second. We will need to wait for the others, like 5 minutes or something, or less, because I still receive invitations. So.
بعت لهم مادام تاع GTR.
Okay, thank you. I know I can count on you. You are smart enough.
Thank you.
Okay, hyperjoy. Can we start? All right, think of the second question. What are the types of storage devices? You give examples. What? Yeah. Storage devices that you know.
Hard drives, USB drives.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, what else?
Hard disk.
SSDs.
Thank you so much. Yeah. What about the third question? How was information stored in the past? Do you have any idea about that? Thank you so much, Soraya. Yeah, memory cards, USB, in papers. Do you have any idea about that?
Depends how far back we're going. Like if we're going way back, information was stored on stone, like writing. And then it went back to paper and stuff.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. What about the others? Do you have any information about how was information stored in the past? All right, going back to the 80s, what is the difference? Do you have any clues about it?
The size of the storage devices.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was so limited. Oh, just a second. Yeah, please. Now you have types of storage devices. You have to complete the gaps here. Okay. Complete the definition with the appropriate words. So you don't have words that are suggested, so you have to think about them. A storage device is any computing that is used for storing any
Hardware.
Porting and extracting what?
Data.
Thank you. Files and objects. Just a second. It can. Off your mic, please. Oh. It can hold and store. Store
Informations.
what? Thank you. Both temporarily and permanently, and can be internal or external to a
Computer.
server or any similar computing device. A storage device may also be known as a storage
Media.
medium or storage media. Yeah, that are one of the core or of the most important of any computing device. The core feature is something that is produced. It is components of any computing device. They virtually all the data. They store virtually all the data and applications on a computer. There are two different types of storage devices. The first one, look at the definition. You have here devices. Just a second, I need to add this one. Yeah. Generally smaller in size. These are designed to hold data temporarily and are internal to the computer. They have the fastest data access speed and include RAM and cache memory. What do you think?
Primary devices.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. Soraya, what did you say? Magnetic? I don't know. You are referring to what exactly? Nazim. Okay. Just sorry, I'm receiving more people. Okay. What about the second one? You have here devices. This usually have a large storage capacity. This one, it has big space, big amount and storage capacity. And they store data permanently. They can be either internal or external to the computer, and they include the hard disk, optical disk drive, and USB storage device.
Secondary storage devices.
Yeah, thank you so much. Like the short-term memory and the long-term memory that we have in our brain. Yeah, thank you. So the first word here, hardware, and then data, and then just a second. And then information, computer, medium, media, components, store, primary, just a second. Primary storage and secondary storage devices. All right, you have question B. Label the following devices. Please scroll down or scroll up. All right, the first one in the left, what is it? The first one from the left, what is it?
USB stick.
USB drive, yeah. The second one?
Floppy disk.
The third one?
SSD.
The coming from the left?
RAM.
Yeah, RAM card. Then the
SD
usual
card.
one, memory card. And then?
Hard drive.
Scroll up. The one from the left, what is it?
External storage device.
CD reader.
Optical disc. It is optical disc. Yeah. The coming one?
VHS tape reader.
Tape drive. Tap drive. Okay, now you have the text. Read the text and say the statements. Yep. I cannot read from this part. Please, who can read for me? for all of us?
The hard disk drive is the main and usually largest data storage hardware device in a computer. The operating system, software titles, and most other files are stored in the hard disk drive. The hard drive is sometimes referred as the C drive due to the fact that Microsoft Windows by default designates the C drive letter to the primary partition of the on the primary hard drive in the computer. While this is not a technically correct term to use, it is still common it is still common. For
Mm-hmm.
example, some computers have multiple drive letters, examples C, D, and E,
Mm-hmm.
representing areas across one or more hard drives. The hard disk drive also goes by the name of HDD. Its abbreviation: hard
Mm-hmm.
drive, fixed disk, and fixed disk drive.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of what it is called, the primary hard drive typically contains the root folder of the operating system used.
Mm-hmm. Carry on.
A hard drive is usually the size of a paperback book, but much heavier. The sides of the hard drive are pre-drilled, threaded
Mm-hmm.
holes for easy mounting in the 3.5-inch drive bay in the computer case. Mounting is also possible in larger 5.25-inch drive bay with an adapter. The
Mm-hmm.
hard drive is mounted so the end with the connections faces inside the computer. The back end of the hard drive contains a port for a cable that connects to the motherboard. The
Mm-hmm.
type of cable used, SATA or PATA, depends
Mm-hmm.
on the type of drive.
Uh-huh.
Most hard drives also have jumper settings on the back end that define how the motherboard is recognized on the drive when more than one is present. These settings vary from drive to drive. Unlike volatile storage like RAM, a hard drive keeps a hold of its data even when power is off. This is why you can restart a computer, which powers down the HDD, but still have access to all the data when it is back on. Inside the hard drive are sectors located on tracks, which are
Mm-hmm.
stored on rotating plates. Platters.
Platters. Uh-huh.
These platters have magnetic heads that move with an actuator arm
Uh-huh.
that read and write data to the drive. The computer hard drive is not the only kind of hard drive, and SATA and PET, I don't know, PETA are not
Sat
the
and
only
fata.
ways
Mm-hmm.
yeah, are not the only ways they can connect to a computer. What is more is that there are many different sizes of hard drives, some very small and others rather large. For example, the common flash drive has a hard drive too, but it does not spin like a traditional hard drive. Flash drives have a solid state drives built in and connect to the computer through USB. There are
Mm-hmm.
also hybrid called SSHDs.
Mm-hmm.
The hard disk drive capacity is a huge factor in determining whether someone will buy a particular device like a laptop or a phone. If the storage capacity is rather small, it means it will fill up with files faster.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Whereas a drive that has lots and lots of storage can handle much more data.
Mm-hmm.
Choosing a hard drive based on how much storage it can retain is really up to opinion and circumstances. If you need a tablet, for example, that can hold lots of videos, you will need to be sure to get the 64 gigabyte one instead.
You will want to, not need to.
You will want to be sure to get the 64 gigabyte one instead of the 8 gigabyte one. The same is true for computer hard drives. Are you one to store lots of HD videos or pictures, or are most of your files backed up online? An offline at home storage preference might drive you to buy an internal or external hard drive that supports 4 terabyte versus 500
Uh,
gigabytes one.
okay, thank you so much. If you are tired, we can ask another person to read. Thank you so much.
All right.
Uh-huh. Who can read the other part? Because it's kind of a lot. Okay, carry on. Excuse me.
All right. One simple task is that you can do with a hard drive is change the drive letter. Doing this lets you refer to the drive using a different letter. For example, while the main hard drive is normally called the C drive and cannot be changed, you might want to change an external hard drive's letter from P to L. Something else that is really easy to do with a hard drive is check how much free space is left on it. This is
Mm-hmm.
especially important if you are getting low disk space messages, but is equally critical for maintaining a smooth system. You
Mm-hmm.
can uninstall programs you do not want or ones that are
Mm-hmm.
too large and delete files or copy them elsewhere if you are running
Mm-hmm.
low on hard drive space.
Mm-hmm.
You need to format the drive or partition the drive into the wait. You need to format the drive or partition the drive into sections before you can install an
Operate.
operating system or store
Mm-hmm.
files.
Mm-hmm.
Upon installing the OS for the first time is usually when a new hard drive is formatted and given a file system. Otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
a disk partition tool is a common way to manipulate the drive in this way. When you are dealing with a fragmented hard drive, free defrag tools are available that can help you reduce the fragmentation.
Mm-hmm.
Defragging a hard drive can sometimes make your computer run faster. Since a hard drive is where all the data in a computer is actually stored, it is a common task to want to securely erase data from the drive. Like before
Mm-hmm.
selling the hardware or reinstalling a new operating system, this is usually accomplished with a data destruction program. On the opposite end, you cannot protect your hard drive data with a disk encryption program.
Mm-hmm.
Only after a specific password is entered will the data be decrypted and readable slash usable.
Okay. I should pay you for it. Thank you so much. All right. You have here some sentences. You need to say whether they are true, false, or not mentioned. Sorry, I should put it on silent mode. Just a second. Yep. The first one. There is a cable that connects the motherboard in the front of the hard disk. Okay, according to the text. Are you listening? Many people. Okay. Disconnected people. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. The back end of the hard drive contains, just a second. The back end of the hard drive contains a port for a cable that connects to the motherboard. Just a second, sorry.
This is false. The cable is at the back end of the hard drive.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. So the first one is false. Yeah. You need to go back to my PDF. Just a second, because I cannot follow with you. Yeah. There is a cable that connects to the motherboard in front of the hard disk. This is false, according to the text. Lots of free programs can test a hard drive. What do you think? Did they mention programs that can test the hard drive?
Not mentioned.
Okay, it's not mentioned in the text. Yeah. People usually choose a hard drive for its storage capacity. Uh-huh.
Yes, that is the most deciding factor.
Would you like to repeat? I didn't catch up the last
Yes, the
word you said.
deciding factor to buying a hard drive is usually the disk space.
Okay, yeah, this is true. Yeah. And then the back jumper setting define how the drive is recognized when more than one is present. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Should I go back to the meeting? Mm. Most hard drives also have jumper setting on the back, and that define how the motherboard is to recognize the drive when more than one is present. Yeah, this is true. Thank you so much. All right. Uh-huh. Now, where am I? 3. Yep. It is difficult to copy or delete files and programs from the disk drive. What do you think? According to your knowledge, according to the
This is
background you have.
false. It is really easy to do that.
Yeah, it's definitely easy. Yeah. When a hard drive is formatted, your computer can run faster.
True.
Yeah, it is true. Okay, we all know that. All right. Um, mhm. Now you have put the headlines below in the text above. You have headlines according to the paragraphs and the content of the paragraphs. Physical characteristics, how it works, common hard drive tasks, kinds of hard drives, what is a hard drive, storage capacity, according to the paragraphs. You give the titles for each.
The first paragraph F.
Oh, just a second. I need to accept each entry. The B, physical characteristics. Where is it found? In which paragraph they talked about physical characteristics? Yep.
The third one.
Are you sure? Let's go back to the second. Sorry. To the third paragraph. Okay. Oh my God. PDFs. Just a second. Sorry. Oh, my battery is low. Just a second. Sorry. Oops. Yeah. Hi. Sorry. Are you still listening?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm using headphones. Okay. So, physical characteristics with which paragraph we should match?
The third one.
It is with 2, okay? And how it works? It is in the 3rd paragraph. Common hard drive tasks, in which paragraph?
Yes, I think there's an issue here because there are 13 paragraphs and like 6 titles.
Oh, 6 titles, storage capacity, what is a hard drive? Kinds of hard drives. And how many paragraphs did you have?
We have 13 at least.
Okay, so you should just match them according to the paragraphs. The common hard drive tasks, in which paragraph did they talk about it? Kinds of hard drives. Can I go back to the PDF? This is the first one, and then second, third. Let's see. All right, so physical characteristics, it is found in the 2nd paragraph. And then how it works in the 3rd. Common hard drive tasks in the 6th. And then kinds of hard drives, 4th. What is a hard drive in the 1st one? And then storage capacity, 5th. Okay, now we have these definitions here. Try to focus on these definitions. You have here, just a second. Okay, a conversation of something, conversion, yeah, of something, such as data into a code or cipher. This is?
Encryption.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. To arrange or assemble for use or display. It is? Oh, not store, no, not save. To display, to display something. To arrange or assemble for use or display. It is? Or it is mounting. And then, mechanical device for moving or controlling something.
Controller.
What did you say?
Controller.
Would you like to write it because I cannot catch up your words? Prowler, you said. Controller. Somehow, but there is an exact word for this one. I'm gonna write it. It is actuator, okay? Machine or something, a motor. Yeah? To move in such a way. Are you listening? Hello? Great. To move in such a way that all
Yes.
particles follow circles with a common angular velocity about about common axis. It is?
Rotate.
Yeah. Having related or associated pieces of stored data disorganized in a way that makes them more difficult to access. Mm-hmm.
Is it encrypted again?
Oh no. Disorganized, they are
Defragmented?
fragmented. Yeah, thank you so much. They are very disorganized. Yeah. And then here you have um, 6, the action or process of ruining or wasting something. It is when you ruin something.
Delete.
What did you say?
Delete.
But there is another word. When you delete something, you don't ruin it, you just delete it, erase it. The action or process of ruining or wasting something. When you ruin something, give me another verb for ruin. Correct.
Erase.
Destruction. It is destruction. You destroy something. Yeah. Destruction. And then to recognize separated fragments of related data on a computer disk into contiguous arrangement.
Defragmenting.
Yeah, thank you. Characterized by or subject to rapid or unexpected change. It is correct.
Unstable?
Volatile. Thank you so much. Yeah, Soraya, thank you. And then you have, okay. Yeah, you have here, Anna is a computer shop to buy a new hard drive. Is in a computer shop, to buy a new hard drive. Read and complete her conversation with the sales assistant with words. You have here sales assistant. Can I help you with anything? Yes, please. I need a new
Hard.
hard drive. Yeah. Okay. Are you looking for internal drive or
External.
or yeah? One. Well, I need it for moving files between home and work. Sure. Well, you will. Sorry. You have basically got two options. If you need a lot of
Space.
uh,
Storage space.
capacity,
Storage capacity.
or secondary storage space or something, then you could try this Lenovo external drive. It
Stores?
yeah, it is possible to use it. Yeah, or holds or carries. Holds, it holds or it carries. Yeah. Then what am I? That's probably enough to your whole computer times over, many times over.
Store?
To store your whole computer many times over.
Fit.
Or to back up your whole computer many times over, you would probably have lots of space left for achieving any files that you don't need one day-to-day basis, Nana. And then Anna, that's
Archiving files. It isn't achieving.
I said achieving. Yeah, okay, sorry. I'm not focused. Yeah, thank you. Then you have here, that's a little expensive,
Okay.
to be honest. And I, just a second. Yeah, where am I? Yeah, here. And I probably don't need 1 terabyte. My home computer only has 120 gigabyte drive, and it looks a bit heavy to carry around. In that case, you need something more.
Lighter.
This might just a second. This might be what you're looking for.
Affordable?
Lighter.
Lighter. What did you suggest?
Affordable.
Affordable. This might be are looking for portable, but it's light and maybe lighter. But we cannot say more lighter. This might be more affordable. Mhm,
Miss, she has a disc that is a bit heavy, so she need a lighter one.
You need something lighter. You don't say more lighter. You need something lighter, or you need something more affordable. This might be what you're looking for. Maybe affordable. Okay. That sounds perfect. I will take it. Either you say you need something lighter, this might be what you're looking for, or you need something more affordable than etc. etc. This sounds perfect. I will take it. It's already. Yes, it's all. Is it all ready to use? Just be a couple.
Available.
It's already available. Yes, it's just a second. I need to read the assistant what she said. Yes, it's already ready to use. Just bear a couple of things in mind if you are carrying it between home and work a lot. Inside of the drive, there is a stack of metal. What did you suggest?
Available.
It's already available. Here in the keys, it's written it's already formatted.
Oh, that would actually make more sense because it says yes, it's already ready to use.
If you are carrying it between home and work a lot. Inside of the drive, there is a stack of metal
Plates, discs, maybe.
platters that are used to store the information, and then here
Don't.
that is when the
Actuator.
read write touches the disk surface. Read write. Right, okay. Anything else I need to know? Just a couple of things. You unplug the drive without using it. Uh, as if she's giving her advice.
You should.
You should not. Yeah, you should not. Without using the remove hardware command first. And you? Uh-huh.
Must.
You should, okay, or must. You should check the drive regularly for viruses, especially if you are moving it between machines. Uh-huh. Is that all? Okay, thank you for all your help. Nowhere do I go. I cannot read this. Okay. Yeah. What do you have now? Here you need to ask questions on the words and the phrases that are underlined. The first one, you have sales assistant. No, not sales assistant. Anna.
What is your name?
Come on. Here there is like, she said, yes, please, I need. Are you serious? Okay. Here you have Anna. You should ask a question about Anna, to know about Anna.
What are you looking for?
Just a second. You didn't understand. Okay, I'm gonna give you help with it and you try to carry on the others. Here you are not asking the person, you are not having a conversation with Anna or something. You ask a question to know who is Anna. For example, who needs a hard drive? The answer is Anna. You should ask the question so that the answer would be the sentence which is underlined, okay?
Miss, so what is your name was correct.
What is your name?
Anna should be the response.
What is her name?
Yes.
All right, what is the seller's name? Okay, yeah. Okay, well, I need it for moving files between home and work.
What do you need it for?
Why does she need it for? Or what? Yeah, what does Anna not needs? You cannot use does with the verb which is conjugated. What does Anna need? Okay.
Miss, I
Yeah.
think hard drive is also underlined in the first one.
I didn't see it. Yeah, thank you so much. You ask question about the drive, hard drive.
What was
What
she
does
looking
Anna
for?
need?
Okay, and then look at the question. Look at the reply. Well, I need it for moving files between home and work. This is the purpose. So we are supposed to ask
Why? Why?
why. Yeah, complete the question. Why?
Why does Anna need
A
hard
hard
drive?
drive.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, and then sure you will. Sorry, you have basically got two options. You ask about two options.
How
How
many
many
options
options
does she
does
have?
Anna have?
Yeah, or how many options are there? Thank you. Yeah, how many options does she have? Yeah, it's correct. And then you have here many suggestions. Yeah, Lenovo external hard drive.
What is the brand of the external drive?
Okay.
What drive should she try?
What type of drive she can try? Yeah, okay. All of them are correct. Moving on. Uh-huh.
How much does the hard drive cost?
Where are you? But it's
$80.
light and yeah, and then you have here inside the drive there is a stack of metal platters.
What's inside the drive?
Uh-huh. And then move the disk while the platters are spinning. You should
When
not.
should you not move the disk?
But here we don't usually ask questions in the negative form with shouldn't. We replace it with have not. When don't you have to move? When don't you have to move? the
I
desk.
think don't you have to move here is like implying that you don't have to, but you could. I think the more accurate one would be shouldn't. Like, when should you not move the disk?
Why don't you have to move the desk? Oh, yes. If you say why don't you have to, which means you have to. And then you have here, what is the last one? Yeah, regularly.
How often
Yeah, how often? How often?
should
You
we
check
check
the
the
button.
drive?
Yeah, how often should you check the drive for viruses? Okay, that's all for it. Complete the following. Another conversation. You imagine the conversation here. Okay. Good morning, John. Am I? Good morning. And then I'm doing fine. What's supposed to be the question? Uh-huh.
How are you
And then
doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. And then I'm so glad that the traffic was light this morning. Now, no traffic jam and no accidents.
How was the traffic this morning?
And then, uh, that is good, John. Let's start the interview.
Are you ready?
Okay. Yes, I am. First of all, let me properly introduce myself. I am the what am I? I am the finance department manager. As you know, there is an open position in my department. I need to fill it as soon as possible. John, please. And then it's entirely level position. The new employee will have to work closely with accounting department. He will also have to deal with the bank on a daily basis.
Could you give me more information about the open position?
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Here you have, tell me a little about the position. It's approximately the same. And then, I require a four-year college degree in finance. Some working experience will be helpful.
What are the requirements to get the job?
Okay. What else? What do you suggest?
What are the requirements for this job?
Or what type of qualification do you require? Okay. So there are certain qualifications, certain characteristics that should be found in the person. All right, doing office work is good. However, since this is an entirely level position, I do not require a lot of experience. I'm willing to train the new person. That's great. And then, yeah, I was a student at West Coast University and I just graduated with a bachelor degree in finance. I've been working part-time as, where am I? Where am I? Accepted. Yeah, as payroll clerk for the last 2 years. He is introducing himself.
Could you tell me more about your career?
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, and then the job should help me see what finance is all about. I have learned a lot of finance theories at school, and now it's time for me to put them into practice. He needs to put his theoretical knowledge into practice. He wants to. So here, what do you think? For
Why,
example, what
why should we hire you?
why should he's not talking about his qualities. He's talking about what this job should offer him. For example, what do you think no, what do you wish this job will offer you? And then the job should help me see what finance is all about and have learned a lot of, okay? Yeah. Or what are you looking for exactly in this job? Because you have,
What do you think you will gain from this job?
sorry, I've been talking and you were, what did you say?
What do you think you will gain from this job?
Oh, Mehdi, would you like to write it? The last one, where am I? Yeah. I also hope that it will help me grow in my field. What do you think you will get? Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, what do you think you will gain from this job? Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. And then here, Mike.
What else?
Yeah, what else? I also hope that it will help me grow in my field. And then, what else or anything else? I am a hardworking person and fast learner. I'm very eager to learn, very excited to learn and get along fine. You know, it does mean to get along fine, which means he can understand and people understood him way very easily. Yeah. So here,
Why should we hire you? What are your capacities?
okay, thank you so much. Why should you, well, yeah, why should I hire you? Or what are your strengths? Okay. What are your qualities? Uh-huh. This is job interview. Okay, now let me know, just a second. Okay, now let me ask you a few quick questions. You don't mind working long hours? You don't mind working long hours?
Do you?
Don't you? Don't you?
When there is, look, when there is a negative, in the sentence you don't mind working long hours. So after the comma, you should put the positive form.
Do
Okay, the
you?
affirmative, yeah, so do you? You don't mind working long hours, do you? If there is do, you don't mind working long hours, don't you? Okay, so you should put the versa. No, I don't. And then, yes, I can. When I was going to school, I took quite a few courses each semester while working at last 20 hours every week, and I handled the situation very well. What do you think here?
You think you can handle working overtime?
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. Or can you handle
Can you keep up?
pressure? Can you keep up? Yeah. Can you handle pressure? Okay. And then I think I have pretty good understanding of the job. I believe I can handle it with ease. And I hope to have the opportunity to work for you. Uh, did I skip one of them?
No.
Yeah. No, but here, Mike, what is the question?
Yes, we said that could he keep up? Could
Yeah,
he keep up with the operation?
yeah, this is yes, I can. The response is yes, I can. And then you have here another question, which is not written, and the answer is, I think I have pretty good understanding of the job, which means that he already understood the process of the job. I believe I can handle it with ease, and I hope to have the opportunity to work for you. So what should be the question? Ask him so that he answered this way. By the end, you want to confirm that he understood all of the, all right? So, do you still have questions? I think I have pretty good understanding of the job. So he already understood everything. Have you understood? Yeah. And then nice. Are you listening?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Nice meeting you. Thank you for coming. Nice meeting you too. Thank you for seeing me. Okay. This activity here is homework. Okay? You give it to me because there are 2 points. You do this activity as a homework, okay? There is no time, please. It's okay after the exam. You have time. I'm not gonna put pressure on you. Okay, thank you.
Miss, only the fifth one.
Yeah. And what about the last one? Just show it to me what they have as the final. Yeah. For this one, there is no need. You just read them how to write. Use this information in the chart to write and comparing and contrasting optical discs and magnetic discs. This is when you are writing like a comparison text. You have like general in definition. Write about the two, yeah, the two things. You talk about the differences. I guess you are familiar with this. All right, you can go have fun and revise for your
Miss,
exam.
the exam at what time?
Okay. I guess in the afternoon.
Okay, Miss, thanks.
Never mind. At 3 p.m. Around 3 p.m. Please, I need to take picture of the present list. Just a second. 44.
Miss, question. When did you say the deadline was for the homework?
The deadline.
Yes.
Okay, I will have to think about it. It's after the exam. I'm gonna give you like a week after the exam. Okay?
All right. Thank you, Miss.
Never mind. All right, you can leave. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.
See you, Miss.
See you.